Turn to the back of your packet for that reference sheet to find out the good news on your reference sheet. Look at the left-hand side. Everyone see all the polyhedrons we've been talking about? Prism cylinders. We're going to introduce the sphere coming up later. Pyramids, cones. You get all the volumes for. You get all the volume formulas. Okay, so there's only going to be one formula to memorize, and that's going to be surface area of a sphere when we get to it. But all the volumes are there for you. Again, you guys know you have access to that formula sheet on next Thursday's quiz, and you'll have it on the Regents exam. Okay, so congratulations. The bad news, I'm gonna make this significantly tougher than it has been. I want to end this course on an honors level. So all these volume questions we're going to be doing in class on homework and on next week's quiz will be definitely honors geometry level. It just won't be find the volume and we're done. Okay, it's going to be some more involved problems. All right, what do you say we get after it right now? Let's start with prism and cylinder, just like we did with surface. Oh, before I even start that, geez, I better talk about volume, huh? Last part of the unit, we just took a quiz on it yesterday, was surface area, which was what? Everything on the outside of this figure, right? Everything on the outside. Well, volume, now we're going inside. We're filling this up. Okay, how much can it hold? How much space can it occupy? So again, surface area was everything on the outside. Now we're going inside the figure. How much can it hold? All right, so there's the big difference between them. All right, everybody good? Let's go. Here we go. Got to set the tone for class. Here we go. Sorry you missed that if you're watching the video. Volume of a prism. Not giving it to you. Look it up. Look it up. Go back to your reference sheet. Let's go. It's going to be a good one today. Sorry, Olivia, if you had to get some of that spray on you. Volume of a general prism. Everyone sees what it is. BH, right? Let's talk about those two parts. You probably already know what they mean, but let's talk. B, that's the area of the base. Of a base, I should say, since there's two of them, area of a base. Guys, I can't tell you what it's going to be, right? It could be a square, hexagon, triangle. We don't know what it's going to be until we see the prism. H. All right, everyone can say height, but let's make sure it's the height of the prism. Sometimes we say height when we talk about height of a base, but now this is the height of the prism. And I got a little animated when we talked about surface area and I talked about what the height of a prism was. Now I'm going to get real animated because that's the value that's got to go in for H. H is the height, the edge length that connects the bases. So if you look at my triangular prism up here, that could be a height. Oh! That could be the height. Oh, one more. That could also be the height. They're all the same because those are rectangles, right? So opposite sides can draw it. But the height connects the bases. I can't stress that enough. When you're looking for the height of a prism, it's the side, the edge that connects the bases. That's the length you want to plug in for H. All right, cylinder down below. You guys can go take a peek at your reference sheet if you want. It's still BH. Except your reference sheet did you a favor and got a little more detail than BH. Why? What's the base? What's the shape of a base in a cylinder? That's a darn right, it's a circle. So instead of capital B being there, they plugged in the area of a circle for you. Yep, pi r squared times the height. Whew. All good. So those are the two we're going to focus on today. All right, I just want to make sure we're good. Yep, here we go with the basic volume problem before we get into some honors level questions. So find the volume of this triangular prism, BH. All right, let's talk about B. I'll even highlight it here for you. B is the area of one of those triangles. Find the area of one of those triangles. Do I have my cheat sheet? No. Long shots. There they are. All right. How are you going to find the area of that triangle? Talk to me. Formula, numbers you want to substitute in, everything. Let's hear it all. Fire it up. Whew. Doyle, great talk. Amy, how are you going to find the area of that triangle? Good. 1/2 base times height. And again, this is a right triangle. The legs are the base and the height. And what's the height of the prism for H? We talked about the height of the base, but what about the height of the prism? Amy, again? 8. Hey, everybody. Edge that connects the bases. There it is. And I got one other thing to talk about when we find it here. What's that going to be there? Going back to my notes. We got a lot of them to do today. 480. We just got done taking a lateral surface area quiz, which was square units, square units, square units. Now we're into volume. Be careful. Now it's cubic units. All right. Anytime you find the volume of a polyhedron, the units are cubed. And that's how you know it's volume. All right. Anything on this basic one before we turn it up a couple notches? All right. Let's dive into the pool. Literally. Volume of this pool, 1080 cubic meters. Length, width, and depth are in a ratio of 10 to 4 to 1. All right, what's the dimensions? You don't have to draw it. I'll just give you guys a quick visual of my pool here. Rectangular pool. Good. Oh, looking good, looking good. There's my rectangular pool. We are almost done with this course. We have a handful of days left. No doubt, there should be no doubt what to do when I see numbers in a ratio, and it's not a partition question. Numbers in a ratio, what do I attach with them? X's with them, so I can put them in an equation. So I got 10x on one side, 4x on another, 1x on the third. It's a rectangular pool, BH. Substitute in 1080 for volume. Area of the base times the height. So I should have 10x times 4x times x. All right, real talk here. I got to send you to Algebra 2 next year. And you can't be embarrassing to me next year. You cannot embarrass me next year. Right, you got to show whoever you have next year that I taught you a little something of algebra. Okay, little something. And here's a little something here for you. Don't embarrass me next year. 10x times 4x times x. What do you got for me? Oh boy. Oh boy. Not me, not me. Please not me. Please not me. So you lucky duck. Well, all right, here we go. You're just multiplying. So let's start here, Will. Just multiply the numbers you see up there. What do you get? Okay. Now you have how many x's up there? X times x times x. To the third. There we go. And look, if you get asked a question next year that I was supposed to tell you and you don't know or you get it wrong, just say you had Miss Linehan. We all good there? You didn't have me. Yeah, Miss Linehan. Got that? And by the way, I've been meaning to tell you there, Aiden, since I know your brother has her, correct?
Yeah.
You better absolutely destroy him on the Regents exam. Give me a good name, all right?
That's what I did on the midterm.
Okay, good. Destroy him on the Regents exam. No family ties, nothing. You are out for blood that day, all right? I am not going to let her beat me. Absolutely not. Next step. Next step, divide by 40. Get the 40. I got to get x by itself. And I do have to teach you something you probably did not learn in Algebra 1 last year. So I get x cubed equals 27. Okay, here you go. Everyone ready? Because I highly doubt you saw this last year in Algebra 1. If that was x squared, what would you tell me to do if I called on you? Take the square root, right? Well, that's a problem because it's not x squared, it's x cubed. So instead, I'm going to take what's called the cube root. All right, not the squared root, the cube root. And I'll show you where to go on your calculator to do that. If you go to your calculator, go to your toolbox, or go to calculate first, go to your calculate screen, then hit your toolbox. Most of you guys, probably because my period 3 class already did it, are already there. But if not, try to scroll up to the top for me. Scroll up to the top and everyone see the one right underneath absolute value. You can use this if it's the cube root, the fourth root, the fifth, sixth, doesn't matter what root you're taking, because when you select it, you can put in whatever root you need to take. So in this case, bless you, the third root of 27. And we see it's 3. Does everyone find that on their calculator? And again, honestly, all you're doing is what number times itself 3 times gives you 27. That's what you're finding. 3 times 3 times 3. X equals 3. Too bad that doesn't make you a winner, kids. I wasn't looking for X. I want the dimensions in my pool. So take X, plug it back in. So let's see. 10 times 3, 30. 10 times 4, 12. And just 1X, so 3. Quick question before I end this. What about my units? Should I cube them? Absolutely not. We didn't find volume. We just find a measurement. We found the side. So just keep it meters, meters, meters. If you want to go 30 by 12 by 3 instead, that's fine. How are we looking? Yes, Matt, go ahead. What's up?
If we're given 3 numbers, does it matter which one's the length, width, and depth?
As long as it's a rectangular prism, you're always going to do length times width times height. So, and you're multiplying, so multiplication order doesn't matter. So to your answer to your question, no. As long as it's a rectangular prism. Okay? Yep. All right, anything here before we keep raising the bar? Oh, we got help Jet out. That was anticlimactic. Here we go. Let's help Jet out. He just bought a generator. I guess he's having power issues at the house. And lucky for us, his generator's in the shape of a rectangular prism. Go figure, kids. Go figure. All right, there's a lot of information up there. I just want to know how long will this generator run for. Whoa, 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 whoa. Before we start, I get it, guys. Today is volume day. So obviously we're going to do volume of a prism. But in a month from now, you're going to be sitting in the cafeteria or the gym taking a Regents exam. And you get a problem similar to this one where the word volume does not show up at all. How are you going to know it's volume? What up there in this problem signals you better do volume? Because I don't see the word. Josh, what signals it to you?
Like liter.
Okay, so some of you could notice that it says liters, which is a liquid measurement volume, right? Going inside. Anything else up there signal? Will? You're going inside it, right? You're not slathering gasoline on the outside. And there's one other thing that clearly shouts volume to you. All you guys are correct. Great job. But maybe I don't see either of those two. But there's one thing that's going to say, darn it, that's volume. Matt? Look at the note I gave you. Look at the note. 1,000 cubic centimeters. Done. Discussion's over. We got to do volume. All right, so a lot of different things that signify volume up here, even though the word is not there. So the first step, let's find the volume of my generator. Ooh, we are getting fired up today. All right, so Matt, this is what you were just talking about. I don't care what order you multiply these in, right? You're going to multiply them all anyway. 15 times 20 times 10. Type it away. This generator has a volume of 3,000 cubic centimeters. But the number of hours it runs for depends on liters of gas it can hold. So now I need to convert 3,000 cubic centimeters to liters. That's why I gave you the conversion. And you guys did a beautiful job on this yesterday. I was so happy to see this. You might not know what to do with the 1,000 right now. Multiply or divide it with the 3,000, right? And some of you guys got in that predicament yesterday. You know what you did? And you know what you can do here? You set up a proportion, which was awesome to see. 1,000 cubic centimeters equals 1 liter. And I don't need to see this if you know what to do with the 1,000. Over 3,000 and X. And now you can find how many liters this bad boy is going to hold if you didn't know what to do with the 1,000. And you guys are finding how many liters will this bad boy hold here? How many liters? How many liters are we working with here? There we go, going deep here. Nope, yep, I should have known that already. There we go. Nope, I'm so bad at this still. Matt, how many liters? 3 liters, good, 3 liters. All right, now, how many hours? We'll run 2 hours for every liter of gas we have. Make another proportion if you have to. All right, let's finish this. How long is this going to run for? In hours, Aiden? 6. There you go. 2 times 3. It's going to be a great end to the course doing these types of problems. Any issues, questions, concerns? Wait till the units start changing. We got to convert the units. Cylinder time. Cylinder time. Prisms are out. Cylinders are in. I'm only going to draw one because I can draw them pretty well. I'm not going to lie. That's the only reason I'm drawing these bad boys. A little slant there, but hey. All right, height of 7 centimeters. We got diameter. Yeah, diameter. I'm just rocking colors today. I'm on fire. All right, guys, what's the volume in terms of pi? Remember, it's still BH, but instead of using B, we use pi r squared because it's a circle. I'm not even going to ask any questions here. I'm just going to insult your intelligence if I ask what the radius is. If any of you guys are writing in 10 right now, leave immediately. No. Sure, there you go. What's the radius then? Oh, so close. So close. Thomas, radius. Wow, yep, thank you. Yep, sure, even go. I'm on fire today. I'm on fire. How about the height? God, God, why do I listen and get in the pressure, you guys?
It's 7, by the way.
Yeah, I know it is. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. God, why do I do this?
Slide left, slide right.
Worst class ever.
Page curl. Cube. Anything else? Slide right. Slide left. White. Curtains. I mean, all just gets the same thing for that. Yeah, I'm feeling curtain. Alright, yeah, curtain. Nice, I think in the shadow.
We're good? Okay, I'm good. Spin. Drop. Swing. Genie. Curtains. Wipe. Slide right. Left. Fade. Pinwheel. Cube. Shatter. Curls. Stars. Okay, shatter it is, or Promethean person. Let's go. Swing. Nobody wanted the swing, huh? Yep, nobody wanted the swing. Sorry, kids. All right, there you go. All right, next up. I still didn't finish that problem. Volume, what was this volume again in terms of pi? 175 pi cubic centimeters, all right? Oh, here we go. Let's talk about a thermos now. While I'm drawing this beautiful thermos, anybody old school back in elementary school, maybe even now, anybody have the those aluminum lunch boxes, or maybe they were plastic that came with like the matching thermos of the character on the front? Come on, admit it. And then I want to know what the character was. We had Power Rangers third period, SpongeBob yesterday for one of my classes.
Wait, can you show us an image? Wait, what?
Sure. Why not waste more time, right? I don't know if I can. I don't even know what the heck do I search for this. Lunchbox with matching thermos. There it is, lunchbox. See, these aren't. No, that's not what I was talking about. No.
With the Elohim one?
No. Character, maybe character lunchbox.
These are not real.
What do you mean? I had one when I was in
No, you
elementary
didn't.
school. See what I'm talking? Like one of those, they fit right in. Nobody had those back in the day.
What was your character?
Teddy Ruxpin.
Who?
This was Teddy Ruxpin. Nobody knows Teddy Ruxpin. Nobody had this, by the way. Come on. My street cred is going to go down so much when I pull this up. I can't believe I'm showing this. Yep, there it is. There's the lunchbox back in the day.
You can buy that for $40. Sounds
Yeah,
like
okay.
you in high school.
Yeah, right. That's a good one. Yep. There you go. That was mine with the matching thermos. There it is. Yep. Matching thermos. Good old days. Nobody's going to admit to it yet that you had one? No? Okay. Never mind. I think you did, some of you. All right. But anyway, we're going to fill this bad boy with coffee. All right. We're going to fill it with coffee, but we're not going to fill it all the way to the top. Hey, watch what. Finally it happened. How many times have I tried to do this and just filled up the whole screen all year long? And then third period, it finally happened. Look at that thing right there. Just filled it up for me. One more time. Yes. I didn't have to color it in. Didn't fill up the whole screen. Nobody else?
Okay. Are you proud of yourself now?
Darn right I am. I've been trying to do that all year, and you should just fill up the whole screen instead with the color. I need it right there. Yep. All right, 12 inches. That's the full thing. Not the coffee, full thing. And the radius, 2.5. Now, hopefully, some of you aren't looking on your formula sheet. It doesn't give me volume of coffee. I know it doesn't because the coffee is taking the shape of a cylinder. Right, so I'm still going to use pi r squared times the height. Enough shape. Radius is already given 2.5 squared. What are we using for the height then? Because I want the height of the coffee, not the cylinder. Thank you. Ian? 11. Thank you. He can subtract 1 from 12. And there we go. Any coffee drinkers in the house while we finish this? No? No coffee drinkers? Thomas? Okay. I despise the taste of it. Many, many years ago, I tried it. Not for me. Never going back.
Are you like a tea person or just like
Nope.
that sort?
Nope. Tea person. Yeah, that looks like me. Yep. Nope. We have water, skim milk, Powerade, orange juice. That's the only thing I deposit down my gullet.
You're not like
that
eating
is
food,
this.
just like
What?
You're not eating food. You're just like Powerade and like skim milk.
We were talking about liquids, but
Well, you said like Powerade and skim milk and orange juice. I like the only thing I put down my gullet.
well, for liquids, yes,
So you don't put food down your gullet?
I do. But
Like where else does it go?
I do. But we were on the topic of liquids. If you were following along, we did coffee, tea. We were talking about solid foods. So those are the only liquids
Solid
that I use.
So like you don't have like a protein shake after
Nope.
workout? Oh, no.
No, that's it. If you haven't noticed already, I'm a pretty odd character. There's no. I don't even want to get into the whole food department either and how that works with me. Now I'm losing my 215.98 cubic inches of coffee. Next up, how about a barrel? Yeah, why not? We go thermos to barrel. How much oil is in this barrel? Height of 22.5. Nope, that is the diameter, one job. Not like you've done this problem 4 times already. I still have that question for you here. Yeah, I get it. You guys are just going to find volume because that's the topic for today. But a month from now, when you're in the Regents exam, the word volume does not appear up here. But what states you should probably find the volume? What's keying you up here? What's keying you that you should probably find the volume up here? Other than I said so, Gabby, how are we going to know we're finding the volume?
Like cubic inches.
Done. Yeah, that's all you got to tell me. Yeah, right here. Oh, I see 231 cubic inches. I got to find volume. Good job. Pi r squared times the height. Anybody making an embarrassment of themselves and using 22 and a half? Come on, 11.25 instead. With the height of 33, I don't need to call on anybody here. That's not never going to come up. All right, 2 options at this point in the problem. 2 options because we're not done. This isn't going to tell me how much oil's in the barrel. You have 2 options, and I saw some of you do this yesterday, which was nice to see. You either write out the full decimal, which we've done all year, or you can leave it in terms of pi. Your call, whatever you want to write down. But what you're not doing is rounding it yourself. All right, we're not rounding it ourselves. I wrote it all out. So here it is written out on your calculator, 13,319.86198 cubic inches. All right, now that's step 1. All right, step 2, convert that into liquid gallons. That's where the 231 comes into play. I've been saying it too much. If you don't know what to do with the 231, make a darn proportion out of it. 231 cubic inches equals 1 gallon of oil. Over, pop your volume underneath 231, X under gallons, and cross multiply if you have to. And then we're going nearest tenth according to the directions. And when you have that value, that amount of oil, let me know there. 0 for 2, 0 for 3. If we go 0 for 4, I'm just going to do it. Amy?
57. Sorry, I can't read my handwriting.
Neither can I. You join the club.
57.7.
Thank you. Yep. Everybody good? Which is my job too, but we're gonna have to have a discussion, you two, when the Regents exam rolls around because I'm not allowed to grade your Regents. So yeah, with your hand, talking about your handwriting. All right, I don't care because it's my job to read it. I've seen a lot worse. Trust me, between the two of you, I've seen a lot worse in 21 years. But when it comes to the Regents exam, other teachers are going to be grading yours, and if they see what, I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to because I might have favoritism, and trust me, some of you in here ain't no favoritism coming from me. I can tell you that. But that's what they assume, so other teachers have to grade it. And when they look at a piece of paper and they basically see you probably did this, because that's what some of your writing looks like. You had your pen in your mouth. They're probably not going to take it too seriously. All right, and look too hard. So just a heads up, you two. Try to write as neat as possible in the Regents exam for me because I am not allowed to grade it. All right, good talk, good story. All right, number 7, hexagonal prism. So we're going back to BH. I know you guys are, you probably don't like it, but hey, don't take honors then. How to find the area of the base. It's a hexagon. Let's go over that again. Remember, area of a hexagon, we divide it up into 6 congruent triangles. We find the area of one of the triangles and multiply by 6. And this is just for capital B. What were we given there? 6 inches on the bottom there. Okay. So area, one of the triangles is going to be 1/2, 6. Now I need your help finding the height. Hopefully some of you guys are getting there. You had to do this yesterday on the quiz anyway. Find that central angle. I'm not even going to ask. 360 divided by 6, that's 60. Height, when you draw the height in, cuts that 60 degrees into a 30, 30. So there's 30, there's 60. What else does it bisect? That's 6-inch side. So now I'm working with the 3. So going back to my original question, what's the height of one of those triangles? If across from the 30 is 3, what's across from the 60, the height then? Ooh, going deep there. Zeev, great talk. Oh, Charlie, what's one of those heights? 3 radical 3. And don't forget, that's only one triangle right there I'm showing, right? That's only the formula for one triangle. There's 6 of them to find the total hexagon. I've been doing the 54 radical 3. With a height of 8. I do want to hear what you have there to the nearest hundredth. Nearest hundredth. Charlie, nearest hundredth, what do you have?
748.25.
Thank you. Cubic inches, we're all good. And as much as I'd love to keep conversing with you and talking about math, not for me on these last two. I'm going to have you guys do these in your groups or on your own. Quickly talk about it, though. Quickly talk about it. We don't know what this shape is, right? Anybody on their formula sheet have a volume of a Tetris piece? Probably not. What can we do, though, to this? Cut it up into 2 rectangular prisms, or 3 if you wanted to, and find the volume. Also, let me just talk about 9 before I let you go on your own. Remember what we were so worried about with these figures with surface area? You don't count what's covered up. But what are we doing now for volume? We're filling the inside up, so we do not care what's covered up for volume. All right, so you don't have to worry about that 6th face of the prism being covered up, because when you fill up the inside, it doesn't matter what's covered up, so don't worry about it. I'm going to write the answers up here. If you cannot get those answers, you better call me over so I can help you. But if you do, you can go right on to the assignment for tonight.